My buddy got asked to give a speech at a wedding. He didn't know a single person there. Let me explain. He got an invitation from his college roommate Mike. Wedding at the downtown Marriott, Saturday, 6 p.m. He spent $220 renting a navy blue suit, the only suit he's ever owned, and he was weirdly proud of it. Kept checking himself in every reflective surface he passed. Car windows, hotel doors, even a polished ice bucket in the lobby. He bought a $75 bottle of wine as a gift, showed up 10 minutes early, polished his shoes twice in the parking lot, walked up to the check-in table, said, "I'm Jake, here for Mike's wedding." The girl smiled, checked a list, handed him a name tag, and said, "Perfect. Mike's been asking about you non-stop." He thought that was nice, grabbed a glass of white wine, headed straight for the buffet. First 90 minutes, chef's kiss, 2 plates of prime rib, 3 shrimp cocktails, half a slice of cheesecake. He kept looking around for Mike, but never saw him, which made sense. Apparently the groom had been stuck in the back, dealing with family, handling photos, doing whatever grooms do before weddings. So my buddy just kept eating and waiting. Eventually, the ceremony ended. People started mingling, and that's when he finally saw the groom and immediately realized that was not his Mike. Different face, different voice, different Mike. My buddy panicked, quietly set his wine down, started planning his escape. No drama, no explanation, just turn around and disappear. But before he could move, the groom grabbed a microphone, smiled, looked directly at him, and said, "Last but definitely not least." My buddy froze. "I want to bring up the guy who's been my ride or die since 3rd grade." "No." "The guy who taught me how to skip class." "Absolutely not." "The guy who bailed me out of jail that one time." "Oh no." "Jake, come on up here." My buddy was mid-bite. Loaded baked potato, full mouth, couldn't even breathe. He looked around. No one else stood up. Then every single head in the room turned toward him. The guy sitting next to him slapped him on the back, hard, almost made him choke, and said, "Go on, man, he's been waiting for this," and pushed him toward the stage. Now he's standing there, mouth full of potato, staring at a groom he has never seen in his entire life. The groom hands him the microphone, and that's when it fully hits him. This is not Mike's wedding. This is some other guy named Mike's wedding. But he can't say that, not now, not with 200 people staring at him. Cameras rolling. He opens his mouth, nothing comes out. Just a tiny bit of potato. The groom frowned, leaned closer, and whispered, "You okay, bro? You look different. Did you get a haircut?" My buddy just stared at him. The groom looked confused, tilted his head, looked him up and down, clearly second-guessing himself. Because my buddy was wearing the exact same navy blue suit he had told Jake to wear. And somehow, they looked weirdly similar. The whole room went silent. And then, the front doors slammed open. A guy rushed in, out of breath, sweating through his shirt, tie crooked. It was the real Jake. He looked up, saw my buddy on stage, holding a microphone, mouth full of potato, standing next to his best friend, and froze. The groom looked at Jake, then looked at my buddy, then looked back at Jake. No one said anything. For 3 full seconds. The entire wedding was silent. You could hear a pin drop. Then, from the bridal party, someone started laughing. Not polite laughing, not nervous laughing. The kind of laughing where you immediately lose control of your entire body. Everyone turned. It was one of the bridesmaids, bent over, hands on her knees. Already crying, she pointed straight at my buddy, and somehow managed to say, "Oh my God." Another laugh. She looked at the groom, then at Jake, then back at my buddy, and said, "That's not your Jake." Silence. She wiped tears from her eyes, took a breath, and smiled. "He's ours." Nobody understood what that meant, including my buddy. Then she said, "He's tomorrow's Jake," and suddenly, everything made sense. Turns out, my buddy's actual roommate Mike was getting married here too. Tomorrow. Same hotel, same ballroom, same check-in table. And that bridesmaid? That was Mike's fiancée. She was the bride's best friend, And she had seen pictures of my buddy, way too many pictures. Apparently, Mike talked about him constantly, mostly stories involving terrible decisions. The whole room exploded. People were crying, laughing. Even the groom had to sit down. Real Jake was laughing. Bride was laughing. Bridesmaid was laughing the hardest. Fake Jake, my buddy, was still standing there, holding a microphone, trying to process the fact that he had accidentally crashed the wrong wedding, been mistaken for someone else's best friend, and then got rescued by tomorrow's bride. He slowly handed the microphone back, picked his potato up off the floor, and sat down. Didn't say a single word, just quietly finished his cheesecake. And honestly, that might have been the smartest thing he did all night. And that's the lesson. Never go to a wedding at the Marriott. And if someone calls your name, make absolutely sure it's your wedding first.